Another week. Special week to look forward to. And okay. Already.
Charlie.
The UEFA Champions League. Oh my God. That time of the year, we start everything. UEFA Champions League, live commentary on Joy 99.7 FM in partnership with DSTV Super Sport. This is happening and we're starting tomorrow. It's just to give you an indication that we're right there. I know some Liverpool fans are already closing their eyes while they are driving. Be very careful. So we start with the defending champions.
We will start.
The defending champions.
Yes.
They're up against Napoli in Naples. And on Wednesday, we come your way with Atletico Madrid versus Juventus. But there are great games all around. And we'll be coming your way with a match center like we do it all the time. So great stuff. I'll be on with Gary L. Smith and the entire team. And it's wonderful, really, to know that the European Champions League is back.
We can't wait. It's like, it's like Christmas has come early.
This anthem has some effect on you.
It's a very spiritual thing. George, before we go ahead today, let me say a very, very good morning to the president of the Ghana Insurance Association.
Yes.
I'll
get into the game shortly.
CEO of GIA, all the CEOs. A special good morning to Dr. Aaron Issa Anafuri. He won the CEO's penalty shootout.
We'll get into that.
He has offered to train Asamoah Gyan.
I think we need that.
And then good morning to Mr. Gideon Acharere. He's the CEO for Allianz Insurance. Allianz Life Insurance. It was great hanging out with the insurance.
It was fun.
Association. So Maoli, Nana, Nanefua, Jerry, Nanaya, Paul, Prince, Tina, Andy, Eunice, and of course my personal person, Nicolina. They are the committee members, also the acting CEO of GIA, and all the CEOs and the secretariat. All right then.
It's a
The
Joy Sports
Center is brought to you by MTN 4G Plus for the fastest connectivity and highest internet speed. Choose MTN TurboNet. It's also brought to you by Standard Chartered Bank. Here for good. Now you can enjoy 50 megabytes worth of free data to browse your favorite sites everywhere you go. Simply call your loved ones. You only pay for the first minute of your call on MTN Free after one, and the rest of your call is free. And then you also get to enjoy 50 megabytes to browse your favorite sites. Just dial *315 hash to sign up now. We there for you everywhere you go. Terms and conditions apply. Now the Oak Plaza Suites in Kumasi debuts singular luxury accommodation. Explore the kingdom of gold in unrivaled luxury with our midweek special cash rates as low as 825 Ghana cedis from Sundays to Thursdays from the 1st of August to the 30th of September 2019. The Oak Plaza Suite in Asokwa Kumasi guarantee comfort for business and leisure travelers. Discounts are as low as 50% and packages include a light breakfast. The penthouse suites have spacious, uniquely designed living rooms, fully furnished kitchenettes, cozy bedrooms, and a well-equipped health center. And in fact, look, I was at the Oak Plaza Suite in Kumasi when we went for Benis Abubedu's wedding.
No joke.
Hey,
so we'll go there.
I didn't sleep there. I visited someone
we
there.
Shall be there.
I felt like I've entered the lights in the Oak Plaza Suite. Anyway, it's a pride of the Ashanti region. George, take us away.
All sleep there. Let's get into the sports center this morning. Such a great weekend of sports in action as Liverpool continue the 100% start to the season. The English Premier League. Watford staged an impressive comeback to draw 2-2 with Arsenal. Norwich stand champions Manchester City, and Chelsea excelled at Wolves.
Goal. Superb Chelsea goal, and this game may be all over 5 minutes before half-time. Abraham's beaten Cody. Brilliant hat-trick by Tammy Abraham. Fantastic goal. 4-0 Chelsea lead. Abraham 3, Mount 1, Wolves 2, Chelsea 5. Free header and they're back in the game. And they're giving it away again. It's Buki. Can he score this one? Yes, he can. What were Manchester City thinking of? Norwich 3, Manchester City 1. Appalling defending by the reigning champion. Rodri, good hit, good goal. Have they got enough time, Manchester City, to pull this out of the fire? 2.5 minutes left. Norwich 3, Manchester City 2.
Other win for Real Madrid, Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain, but of course a disappointing draw for Juventus. Reactions to come. But first, it was an action-packed weekend in the Ashanti region with 2 CAF inter-club competition games in Obuasi and Kumasi. On Saturday at the Obuasi and Clay Stadium, Ashanti Gold beat Moroccan side RS Berkane 3-2 in the first leg of the CAF Confederations Cup game. An outcome most of the fans weren't happy about, knowing how difficult the second leg will be.
It has been an interesting game. Quite disappointed with the scoreline. Ash Gold should have taken advantage of the 2-0 lead earlier. They lost their guard and then they considered 2 quick goals. It's not a bad game. At least they have won 3-2. They can still get something out of their win. It's always difficult playing them at their home. That's why everybody looks disappointed. What seemed to have been a very beautiful game have ended. You can see the fans. They are not happy, and of course everybody is not happy. We would have liked the 2-0 better than the 3-2. So we just hope that they can do something from the next leg.
So after Ashanti Gold was the turn of Asante Kotoko, who beat Tunisian side at 12 du Sahel 2-0 at the Baba Yara Stadium yesterday. What a game and an atmosphere it was, as Augustin Okra and Richard Arthur ensured Kotoko go into the second leg with that 2-0 advantage. Coach Ketil Zachariasen had this to say after the game.
Yeah, the match was as expected again. They are a strong side and they are tactically very smart. At the same time, they are a physical side, so we got to play around them and inside them. So it was a task that we had to outrun them on the midfield, and we tried in the first half. We struggled a little bit with the field actually, because we wanted to play through the midfield more and then not do too many crossings. I think we did that okay.
CEO of the club, George Amwako, was impressed with the outcome of the game and believes this will go a long way to motivate the boys in getting a good result in the second leg.
It was a very difficult game. The Tunisians came with a strategy to frustrate our game, and I think they succeeded in doing that. If they had opened up to play football against us, it would have been a different thing. But it's a two-legged affair. Most of the first leg, we got 2 goals. Let's see what will happen in Tunisia.
So what do you think we must go into Tunisia?
In Tunisia, they'll come out blazing for the goals. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what will happen.
Well, the Kotoko fans spoke to the Joy Sports Centre. Let's hear what they had to say.
A very fantastic game, except for a bit of lapses up front. Abege and his moves. We need to work on that. But I think the boys did very well. Some are saying that the Tunis probably would want to play like that and shock us there. But we believe we are going to hold them there for the first 20 minutes, and after that, it's a draw game.
So we think that could go.
We are qualifying. We are qualifying. We are hungry for the cup, and we are bringing it back.
All right, so what do you also have to say about the game?
For me, I'm impressive. They've impressed me with their play. Owing to the fact that this is a young team. Young in the sense that this type of players have been put together in just about 2 months, and for them to demonstrate this high level of performance, for me, I'm okay. I'm only hoping that we go to a tour and cause an upset. Definitely Kotoko is going to score there, so for me, we will sail through.
Well, there's more football to come, but let's do boxing now. Tyson Fury battled to get points win over Tawalin as he fought over 9 rounds with heavy cuts to maintain his unbeaten record in a dramatic bout in Las Vegas. Now, he managed to win there. Many did not expect him to get in there, but it was unanimous. 116, 112, 117, 111, 118, 110 points win out there. On the local scene, it was disappointing, really, for Patrick Alote in the US. Joy Sports editor Nathaniel Atta has the rest of the story.
It was surely another disappointing showing for Ghanaians in the Ghanaian boxing-Mexican rivalry. This time, it was the man Patrick Alote. Of course, he was totally outclassed by Jermaine Munguia, who has proven himself the worthy champion and staged a 5th successful defense of his WBO super welterweight title. It was a case of 4 knockdowns, 3 of them in the 3rd and 1 in the 4th, which finally forced the makeshift corner of Patrick Alote to call it quits. This was a fight where a lot was expected of Patrick Alote, despite the fact that he had major challenges. He went into this fight without his longtime trainer, Ofori Asari. As the result stands, Patrick Alote needs to start all over again, but for Jermaine Munguia, it is going all the way through to the top where he wants to belong.
All right, let's do the English Premier League then. Norwich produced a magnificent all-round display to inflict Manchester City's Premier League defeat since January at an ecstatic Carrow Road. Now, the Canaries were missing 8 players but made light of those injuries and took full advantage of a performance from the reigning champions that was careless in extreme and characterized by chaotic defending. Norwich were 3-2 winners. Here's Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola.
The quality in our opponents, not just Liverpool, but especially Liverpool. And I know 5 points is 5 points, but we're in September. And the point is here is, okay, now thinking about in Shakhtar and come back, Watford, and go what you have to. What could I say? What could we do? So we are in September. We're going to do that, okay, congratulations Liverpool, you are the champion. We're in September. What do we have to do?
Elsewhere, Chelsea beat Wolves by 5-2 at the Molineux, and Tammy Abraham got a hat-trick in there. Manchester City beat Leicester by 1-0. Arsenal drew 2-2 with Watford. Liberty Professionals, Liverpool, I must say, beat Newcastle by 3-1. And Spurs were 4-0 winners over Crystal Palace. Moses Yeboah has the rest of the football stories in Europe at the weekend.
Kevin Prince Boateng's Fiorentina were left to rue missed chances after holding Juventus to a 0-0 Serie A draw in Florence to end the champions' perfect start to the season. There were victories for Napoli thanks to Dries Mertens' double, and Inter Milan went top of Serie A after 1-0 win over 10-man Udinese at San Siro. Luis Suarez scored twice in his return for Barcelona, and Ansu Fati had another stellar showing as they made short work of Valencia in a 5-2 win at the Camp Nou. Real Madrid, after 2 successive draws, were grateful to scrap a victory which took them to 8 points after 4 games. And Atletico Madrid lost their 100% record in a 2-0 loss to Real Sociedad. RB Leipzig came from a goal down to snatch a 1-0 draw against champions Bayern Munich to remain top of the Bundesliga. Leipzig, who faced Benfica in the Champions League, are on 10 points, with Dortmund, who crushed Bayer Leverkusen 4-0, on 9. Bayern are a further point behind in third. And Neymar scored a spectacular last gasp goal for Paris Saint-Germain that was greeted with more cheers than boos in a 1-0 League A win over Strasbourg on his first appearance of the season following a failed transfer to Barcelona.
Of course, Manchester United beat Leicester by 1-0 at Old Trafford. After all the bragging, sending warnings and whatnots to their opponents, it was down to the battlefield as 57 insurance companies converged at the Bermacamp Sports Complex for the drive time with Insurance Invitational. Just by the rains, it was a fun-packed day. Here's Joy Sports Babatando with the details.
There were 9 trophies up for grabs on the day, and clearly, only the toughest survived. Quality Insurance Company, QIC, rose to the occasion as they were crowned champions of the Droughts and Ludo events. The ladies of Germany Life Insurance Company, Glyco, stood tallest among all their female competitors as they emerged winners of the ladies' penalty shootout. The biggest talk was among the CEOs who turned up as to who was the best at shooting to score. In the end, it was Dr. Issa Anonfuri who gave his company, QLAC, some assurance, claiming all the bragging rights.
For me, it wasn't anything difficult, and I believe in figures. The whole thing was mathematics, and it's just not playing, but playing with some figures in mind, and that's what I did.
Ghana Union Assurance went home as winners of the arm wrestling competition. Wapik showed so much prowess on the Scrabble board, leaving as champions. Phoenix Life's Richard Eshan beat Edward Akon-Boama of Phoenix Insurance to the trophy in table tennis. The volleyball competition saw SIC Insurance weathering the storm to emerge champions. Vanguard Life made mincemeat of all their opponents, winning the Tag of Peace event in the end. Star Life shone like real stars as their team allowed their feet to do the talking on the football pitch. In the end, they did what stars do.
Well, it's through teamwork and also by God's grace, because the guys are great, and through that we're able to win the cup. So we won it for the first time. By His grace, we won the cup. So we thank God for that.
All that's well ends well, but it's not over yet. The battle lines have already been drawn for next year. But in the meantime, in between time, the drive time with insurance campaign continues over the next 13 weeks.
Okay, all right. Danny, hey, because you're defending champion, you are, hey, my God.
Please, defending champions, we take our time.
And because you've won it 6 times, so which one?
Yes. 3.
I hope Napoli have learned their lesson.
Napoli.
Because they should have knocked you out of the competition.
with them.
They should have knocked you out of the competition last year. And they made
could
a
not. Is that what they
should have? They could not. Well, that's it for the Joy Sports Center. We're back with a sports track at 1:10 p.m. Join us for all the analysis and more. And we're looking forward to this. So we're going to be heavy on our social media accounts as we build up to our first Champions League game tomorrow. at
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Time?
We're starting at 6:45 to build up. The hashtag is
6:45.
Joy UCL. Yes, 6:45. We're going to have updates as well on my Joy Online, and we are blasting this all the way through. You know, when it comes to Champions League, one stop, we are right here.
Joy 99.7 FM. Thank you very much, George Addo Jr., for bringing us the Joy Sports Center. Like George said, join